Today announced changes to U.S. policy toward Cuba, tightening travel and trade restrictions. It reverses an Obama-era rollback of those restrictions. Listen to Anderson Hughes. He's a travel expert and runs the website frugalsocialite.com. You're looking at these changes, and, a lot of people out there are, if they haven't already booked, they plan to get to Cuba. That is the hot spot in the Caribbean. So how does what the president, did today change all of that?
You know what, Bruce? There aren't that many fundamental changes.
Okay.
Americans can still use their credit cards in Cuba. We can still travel there. There are still commercial flights. One of the biggest changes is that private groups are not able to just kind of do their thing. So if your church thought that they were going over there for a missionary trip, hold up. That may not happen. At this point, you have to really work through schools and the government to go to Cuba, but there are lots of other ways to get there and have a great time. The whole thing is people-to-people travel. So you can't just book a flight, go to Cuba, and stay anywhere. When Obama passed lifted the restrictions on Cuba, it tripled tourism to the area.
Because I can make my own arrangements.
That's right.
Based on what you did and people that I know, and I could contact somebody, go stay with them in a B&B, something like that, or that kind of situation. Okay.
The whole concept of staying in people's homes, the Airbnb, everyone's talking about it. These companies like Uber, Lyft, Airbnb are really skirting around a whole lot of things that shut everyone else down.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I learned today from the marketing director of Carnival Cruise Lines is that they are still going to be cruising to Cuba. Lots of their lines are doing it now, and they're doing it in the future. And honestly, that's one of the most economical ways to go, because they already conform to the 12 ways that you can travel to Cuba. If you don't fall under one of those 12 approved forms, your travel could be halted. Okay.
One of the things I've read also is that some American businesses could be affected here. Marriott has a deal with the hotel there. I mean, a lot of that money, might end up in the hands of the military / the government. So it remains to be seen. Is Marriott going to be out? And what about the airlines? Are they going to continue to fly the number of routes that they're now, taking, or will they have to cut back also, which means jobs are lost at this end?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of changes going on.
Right.
And everything that we think we can count on just kind of moves quickly to another situation. I think everyone will be affected. There is a Sheraton over there that mainly exists for government and business travel. Well, guess what? Under the new law, you can't stay there as an American.
Got it. Okay, that's the last word. Thanks a lot. All
Thank
right.
you.
Topper's tracking some